Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Autumn and I'm back with another video. First off, I'd like to say happy Black History Month to all my brothers and sisters. And I have a video that I made back in June for the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I will put a card up for you guys to watch that video. There's no real commentary in it, so I just, shameless plug. Today's video, I wanted to give you guys some constructive tips about self-love. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it's February. I hate February. I'm not a big fan of lovey-dovey stuff because I've never been able to experience it, and it's like just not my forte. I'm not very loving and like, oh yeah, let's hug, but let's not hug. I wanted to give some tips of how to indulge in self-love. Now, disclaimer, I am not an expert on self-love. I also am not 100% there. It's been a 26-year process for me to even be comfortable telling other people how to love themselves. So I also will admit I do go to therapy, so a lot of this stuff comes from what I've learned in therapy. It's only 5 tips, so if you're willing to stick around, and also while you're at it, how about you go click the subscribe button, because I think I might do more stuff like this. Everybody reacted very well to my rejections video, so yeah, let's get into the video. For my first tip, we're gonna talk about something that has really taken me a long time to do, and that is reminding yourself how awesome you are. Now, if you watched my previous video about overcoming rejection, it's as simple as just writing a list of all the great, cool things you've done. But like I said in that video, it's really hard to think outside of the box, something that you think might be minuscule may be really, really big in the eyes of someone else. So finding out things that are like really awesome, go ahead and write a list of everything that makes you cool. Graduated from college, got a job. Even if you're working at McDonald's, you work at McDonald's. Like, just give yourself that little bit of confidence in that you're not a bad person. You've got all this stuff around you, all these people that like you. Any accomplishment can go on this list. Just reminding yourself how awesome you are can really remind yourself that you're worth being loved and you're worthy of love, because a lot of us don't believe that. My second tip is to love yourself like a partner would love you. So I know this sounds kind of weird, but we all know the 5 love languages, and a lot of times I catch myself on social media saying like, oh, I want a guy to bring me flowers one day. Well, buy yourself some flowers. It's not weird at all to buy yourself flowers and have them sent to the office. Make yourself feel good. If your love language is words of affirmation, tell yourself that you're awesome in the mirror every day if that works for you. Doesn't work for me, but do that if that works for you. However you want a future partner to express their love to you, just do that to yourself. Do that for yourself and to yourself right now, so that you can get used to hearing it, so that when that person comes along, that significant other comes along, you're not like pining after every word, oh, you're beautiful. Well, I tell myself I'm beautiful every day. Does that make sense? Good. My third tip is a lot harder for me than I thought. And this is something that I learned in therapy, is to be nicer to yourself. You are your own worst critic. You are your own bully, basically. You're going to tell yourself the most negative things. And I always look at it in a perspective of your friends. You wouldn't let anybody talk bad about your friends. My friends are gorgeous. They're beautiful. And I would not let anybody tell me otherwise. But when it comes to me, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, girl, you kind of fat. It's hard at first, but you've got to eliminate that from your mind. So instead of saying like, oh, I look fat, just say, I look really curvy. Don't make everything you say to yourself a negative. Don't bully yourself into believing you're unworthy or you're undeserving of real love. And like I said, give yourself that love. So treat yourself like you would your friends. I tell my friends that they're beautiful all the time. Tell myself that I'm beautiful. And I'm not one of the ones that sit in the mirror because it's really awkward for me, but it'll be like a thought in my head. I'll put an outfit together. Oh God, I feel like this outfit doesn't look right because this and this and this is wrong. Oh, my shoulders are too broad. Oh, my hair is not done today. But instead of doing that, I say, you know what, Autumn? Stop. You look good. You look good. You could look worse. I mean, even if it doesn't have to be super positive, just, hey, you could be worse. You could have ugly teeth. I tell myself that stuff so that I won't talk as bad to myself. Number 4 is to milk your happiness. Milk it. Milk it, milk it, milk it. I feel like in society, we kind of like idolize people being miserable, which like it's just really weird to me, especially millennials. Like, we love to, oh, my life is miserable, let me grab my bottle of wine. Like, no, let's not drink about it. Let's just, whenever you do have those little pockets of happiness throughout your life, make sure to like milk that. Share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, scream it to the mountaintops that you're happy, because happiness is infectious. I'm not talking about none of that fake happiness, like the, oh, me and my boo, even though we fight every day happiness. I'm talking about that genuine, I am happy, I don't have any issues in my life that are worth giving energy towards, and just like milk it. That's gonna help you love yourself more. If you're in a constant state of happiness, and it can be internal happiness, it can be external happiness, just happiness. My last tip is for the people in the back. All the way in the back, all the way in the back, all the way in the back. Yeah. Cut them toxic people out your life. Go ahead, I'll wait. Send that text. Go ahead, send that text message. Get rid of those toxic people. And what I mean by toxic people, I mean that people that like to be around miserable people. When they're never happy for you. If they are happy for you, it's kind of like a shade type of happiness. And this could be friends, family. Oh, those are the ones. The family ones are the ones that hurt the most. Cut them toxic people out of your life. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when you're around toxic people that are never happy for you, that always like fake about their like happiness for you or something, like that feeds into your psyche. And so then you start thinking those negative thoughts. Then you stop being nice to yourself. You start bullying yourself again. Then now you're not doing anything nice for yourself because someone or somebody in your circle is toxic and doesn't see and understand that you're wanting happiness. And if you're that toxic person, go to a therapist. Stop messing people's lives up. Like, child. You will benefit more from them being out of your life than you will benefit from them being in your life, because once you have all this happiness and you're telling yourself good things, you're really going to seriously be able to experience self-love in a way that nobody else can give. I think that all those books and stuff out there and podcasts and stuff that say that, oh, just look in a mirror, have sticky notes everywhere about how awesome you are, that's a very surface level for me anyway, that's a very surface level way of thinking about self-love. I feel like if you are actively doing things to change your environment, change how you think about yourself, rather than just having a sticky note on a mirror every morning, I feel like that's a little more effective. But I mean, hey, I am not a therapist. I am not an expert. Like I said, you know, you do what you do. So I want to know what you guys do to practice self-love. If you have tips, I say this all the time, you guys never put tips in the comments. That's fine. I mean, one day I'll be able to react to what you guys say. But you know, if you have anything that could encourage somebody to love themselves a little more, especially in February, because February is not Valentine's Day and lovey-dovey. It's single awareness. You don't realize how single you are until February rolls around and you are chocolateless and flowerless again for another year. I'm talking to you. You know exactly who you are. Buy yourself some flowers. Take yourself out to dinner. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment down below about those tips for people. Also, feel free to subscribe. I mean, I'm not here for peer pressure. Do what you want, but you know, subscribe. Thank you, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.